Well, top of the morning, having my morning cup of joe here, and noticed that the light was just phenomenal out here. That's the sunroom. It's all plexiglass and 2x4s and 2x6s. Nothing real fancy, really. Kind of built it in a hurry. But she's solid. Got a few little problems, though, trying to sort through. Let's see if we can tune up what the doors are doing here. What do you think, bird dog? So double barn doors on, excuse me. So double barn doors on this side and a single barn door on this side. Using the instructable technique that I stole. I'll put a link to that in the information section. Pretty good design. One thing that it was lacking, I thought, was a way to balance the doors out. So I put a mechanism in the tops of the aluminum loop in order to balance out the door. And there's a gap there, but it's open. That's why. They hang pretty true. I'm going to grab a level and we'll double check it. You can see at the top they're not exactly lined up there. So let's see if we can fix that right now. Yeah, so we got the ladder set up so we can get up there, take a look. First things first is this here rail level. And that's kind of a trick because my level is longer than the throw of these doors here. But I can kind of get an eyeball. And we're almost between the lines there. And then this rail, yeah, and these are 2x4s that we've planed them down a little bit so that they would fit. You know, ideally use some steel for this. And kind of the same situation. Alright, so these aren't exactly level, but that's okay because what I've got here is a way to level the door out. That's why I installed these little gimbal things here to hold the wheels up at whatever height I'd like. Not pretty, but they work. And here's something else. If anybody knows how to build a mechanism so that I could get some, so I could turn the wheel this way or this way, rather than just up and down, that would be great. So if anybody's got ideas about that, go ahead and fire away in the comment section. Because one of the problems you have here is the rail is not perfectly straight, and or the loop holding the bearing up is not perfectly straight. So we need a way to adjust that. And now I put the level on the door, on the left door. We're going to see if this guy's level. It's pretty good. In between the lines. And how about the right door? The right door is okay, could be a little bit better. So mainly what I'm trying to do right now is A, get that seam to be as tight as possible, and B, maybe get the doors to ride at the same level, because the one on the right is about 1/8 of an inch higher. So what we ought to do is lower the right door. And we can do that by adjusting that nut right there. And here's sort of a tangential gripe. This here wicker chair that we just got at the old IKEA. Look at that, brand new and already coming apart. Now how the hell am I going to fix that? Looks kind of cool though in here. Looks kind of like a dog sled. Anyways, we'll fix that later. Maybe with super glue. Okay, well before I go fiddling around with adjusting things, I gotta make sure that this door clears the tile. And as you can see right there, there's a crack, a little splinter in the door where it has repeatedly hit the granite. So this door is as low as it can go right now. Hello, Momo. All right. And as you can see here, plenty of screw. That's technical terminology. You can certainly raise this guy up, whatever that is, about a little more than 1/8, 3/16. This is a good angle to see the bowing that's happening. So this guy, this metal loop, is sort of twisting off to the left here. And you can see the wheel doesn't ride perfectly in the center of that board. Although oddly enough, it does open up and shut okay. Not quite as good as this door. This one is like butter. It's really turned out well. This one's a little more stiff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's like a hangar door at the Boeing 737 plant. Alright, so in order to make this adjustment, I just need to jam my piece of shit needle nose pliers or anything. There we go. So now the door is up and we can make the adjustment without trying to fight gravity. And we're going to bring this up about to there. That'll do her. Not yet. Teeny tiny more. Oh, a little slug got in here. Kind of gross. I'll get rid of that. So that we can adjust the nut. Come on, you motherfucker. Focus. And maybe something like that. A couple of turns. Back down the ladder. Captain, I believe it's level now. Alright, now we got to fix this little problem, which is we just introduced a giant gap because now we got to raise that side of the door up, which we shall do now. There's my temporary shim, and up the ladder we go into the wild blue yonder. And now we're going to adjust this side. Come on there. All right. Take that up about a 1/4 inch. So what this thing is just a piece of zinc steel punch flat bar that, as you can see from the fine craftsmanship, I've just folded it over. Actually had to hacksaw pre-perforate it so I could fold it. I'm not a metal worker, so I actually just winged this job, but it works. Back down the ladder. All right, what do we got here? First off, are we still level up here? I'm gonna do the old feeler gauge test with my tip of my finger. Enough. Stop barking at the neighbors. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, dog. Well, she's not going to listen to me. That is clear. Anyways, back to home improvement. And There is a crack present, but that is because this board isn't perfectly straight. It's pretty good there. And the crack starts up again down here. So I'm going to go ahead and call that a success. And here's why. I'm going to put a little piece of wood that covers that crack up on the outside of these doors. And issue be gone. So there you have it. That is my manual leveling mechanism for these barn doors. Really what I ought to do is plane this part of the door flatter. But as you can see, the quality of this wood is, you know, AAA. I hate to cut into it. One thing I am curious about is, did we end up getting this door more level to the earth? Answer, yes. So there's something. So there you have it. You built some barn doors using some instructions you found on the internet. They don't quite ride level. That's one idea for you. There's an Instructable out there that shows you how to do this. Again, I sort of ignored that and just winged it. Nice idea though, skateboard wheels. And they roll real nice. I mean, listen to that. That's quality. Ooh, dog in the house. You're blind, aren't you? Need a haircut.